Hey everybody, it's Three Penguins. I'm back again with my good friend, the Radioactive Kiwi.
Hello!
And we are bringing you some more crazy action in Pokemon Fire Red. Now, I have to admit right now, we're going to look at my Pokemon real quick. You'll notice the levels are a little bit different than before, as are the genders of the Pokemon. There's a specific reason for this. It's because I'm an idiot. And I accidentally saved over the save state that I was using for this game. So, I had to go back and recapture all the Pokemon that I had and get them to approximately the levels that they were. Everything is the same level except Weedle, which is now a level higher than it was. So we're actually going to switch Pikachu out to the front and Weedle up there so that we can start training them up as we battle, because there's a lot of battles out here. So anyway, Kiwi was imparting to me the wisdom of Gyarados in this game and not getting the Magikarp here at Mount Moon like I usually do, which actually he has a good case if you'd like to present.
Certainly. Now, I have also done the bit with buying the Magikarp for 500. The reason I found that I preferred not to is that Magikarp takes a lot of work to try to level up due to the fact that it doesn't learn any attacks until, I believe, level 15, which is Tackle. The only move it knows is Splash, which is a useless move. It does nothing. That's its description. And it's actually more beneficial to level up your Pokemon during Mount Moon to prepare for the next gym rather than buying the Magikarp. The reason for this is, just after you defeat the gym in Cerulean City, you can go down to Vermilion City, where you find the Fishing Guru, who will give you an Old Rod. And there's water directly outside of his house. You can fish up your own Magikarp for the same level, and you're not wasting $500. The other interesting fact about this is, you can put that Magikarp into the daycare, which is located just below Cerulean City, and you can level it up to level 19 without having to do the swap maneuver, where you put out your Pokemon. It's the first one in your party. You put it out, and you immediately swap it out for another one because it's too weak to survive anything. This way, you only have to level up your Magikarp one level, because it evolves at level 20, where it will actually learn another move, Bite, which is a Dark-type move with a power of 60, which helps a lot, especially since Gyarados tend to have a very high stats. Usually they tend to have higher attack stats than defensive stats.
But they also have massive HP, which gives them a boost as far as they don't necessarily resist attacks so much as the attacks just don't kill them because they have massive amounts of HP. And with that tirade, I'm going to give Kiwi here the honorary title of Pokemon Professor. He is now colleagues with Oak, Elm, and Birch. We're going to switch to Pidgey for these guys. Oh, let's see, what else has been going on? Oh, we had a question in our comments. We were asked if it was possible to get Gengar in these games. Technically, yes, is our answer. Because whereas I'm playing on an emulator to record for you, I actually cannot get Gengar. Gengar requires catching either a Ghastly or Haunter. If you catch a Ghastly, you have to evolve it to Haunter, and then you have to trade it in order for it to reach Gengar. The emulator I'm using, which is the Virtual Boy Advance, does not support System Link. So I cannot trade Pokemon, and thus I'm kind of stuck with a Haunter. But there's also a downside to evolving. I'm not sure if it applies to traded Pokemon as much as it does to Stone Evolution Pokemon, such as Weepinbell to Victreebel, or help me out here.
Pikachu to
Raichu. That's another good one. With those Pokemon in at least this setup, I don't know if it was this way in the original. Once you evolve them via Stone, they stop learning new moves. Whatever they have as their moveset is their moveset unless you change it via TMs. So I'm not sure if this applies to Machamp and Gengar and Alakazam, which those three are the third stages of Pokemon that you can only get via trading.
And did you mention Graveler?
I did not mention Graveler. Graveler to Golem as well. You need to trade, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that in order for once you trade them to evolve them, they'll stop learning moves. I need to research this to be 100% sure, but that's as far as I can tell you on the answer.
Another group is the ones that evolve the Moonstone. I'm not sure if they stop learning moves or not, but it is another. Those are the Nidorino,
Clefairy, Clefable. Excuse me. There's one other, but I'm blanking on it at the moment. Okay.
Jigglypuff.
Does Jigglypuff?
Jigglypuff evolves.
Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. Correct us if we're wrong. I'm not sure. I'll probably look this up in a little bit. I can't remember if Wigglytuff is by level or not. So.
I will say I am 99% sure that it evolves via a Moonstone.
I'm actually kind of pathetic here because I'm looking over at my bookshelf. I actually have, from way back in the 90s when Pokemon was popular, I have one of the books of the Pokedex. It tells me all about Jigglypuff if I can find it, but I'm scanning with my eyes here and I'm not seeing it, so...
Well,
so we'll have to forego it for now, but we'll look it up for you later.
Well, here's the thing: if we do happen to catch a Jigglypuff, we are bound to find a Moonstone on Mount Moon. If we use the Moonstone, or we select the Moonstone and it says that Jigglypuff is able to use it, we know exactly.
He has an Ekans. And yes, we're going to put out Weedle because Pikachu is now level 7. This is a tactic I use. I'm weird. I like to order my Pokemon by level and try and even them out. So since Bulbasaur is 10 or 12, you probably won't see a lot of Bulbasaur for a little bit until I get everyone... Excuse me. I'm not sure why I'm coughing so much, but I am. Sorry about that. Once I get everybody to approximately level 12, you may see more of Bulbasaur, but right now, I'm trying to get everybody right up around level 11, 12. So, Pikachu and Weedle are a bit behind, I have to admit. But, that's just a product of the fact that I really didn't need them for the last gym. Like I needed Bulbasaur and Mankey. Both of those were really handy in the last gym. Whereas, Pidgey, leveling Pidgey up was handy in Viridian Forest.
Now, another reason why it may have been wiser to use Weedle, save for the fact that the levels were lower. Both Ekans and Weedle are poison types. Weedle is a insect poison type, which is going to make it less susceptible to being poisoned.
This is very true. Poison-type Pokemon rarely, if ever, become poison. I won't say never, because I'm not entirely sure. It may have happened to me before, but I cannot remember. But as far as this game has gone, you've seen in the earlier videos, Bulbasaur rarely, if ever, gets poisoned. Because it is a grass poison type, Weedle rarely gets poisoned. I'm just going to take this Weedle right on, head on, with my Pikachu for now. But any poison type rarely, if ever, gets poisoned. Just for the sake that they're a poison type, they can probably absorb the poison because it's their type. Nope, I'm not going to change out just yet. I'll leave Pikachu in to catch some... Oh, actually, it's only level 9. Let's see if we can defeat it before Pikachu bites the big one here. Whoa, that's nice.
Now, one of the disadvantages to having a Pikachu is typically they have a low defense. So even if you have the advantage, have a type advantage, you're against a water type or a flying type, if they hit you with a strong enough attack-based move, that's going to hit you in a vulnerable place, and you're going to end up taking major damage with your Pikachu. Oftentimes, when I've had a Pikachu, I have been several levels above my opponent, and it has taken me out in one hit or sometimes two.
Yeah.
And it may be something you might want to use items for. It may be that you decide to use an X defend when you have Pikachu out. But more so, though, Pikachu makes up for it for having a increased speed.
Yes, Pikachu has rather high speed.
So if you can get in an attack, especially if you have the advantage of the type advantage, you might fare fairly well, especially if you can paralyze your opponent, which will, one, stop it from attacking some turns, and two, paralysis also lowers the speed of your opponent,